Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if you are new here. So for today's video I am excited about because I will be trying 4 Korean beauty products for you guys. And those of you who know me knows that I lived in Korea for about half a year. Me and Joseph both went and worked over there. So I feel like I actually have been a little bit submerged into the Asian culture, especially in Korea. So I was so excited when the brand Stylevana actually reached out to me and asked if they could send me a couple of products to show you guys on camera. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Like I said, the company is called Stylevana. I will put their website down in the description box below. So basically what Stylevana is, it is a one-stop online shop that brings you all of the most popular Asian fashion and beauty products, but with a much better price. So they do kind of specialize in Korean and Japanese products, which is amazing because I don't know about you guys, but if you look on the internet at a lot of skincare and makeup products, K-beauty is actually dominating the market. And if you are an avid Sephora shopper, you would notice that a lot of K-beauty stuff has transferred over to our market here in the West. So I feel so excited to try some of these products out for you guys. Okay, so like I said, they sent over 4 products for me to try. The first one being a super popular trend over in Asia, and that would be sunscreen. So one of the things that I noticed when we did live in Korea is on super sunny and hot days, you would see a lot of the Asian women walking around with umbrellas, shielding their skin from the sun. So at first glance, I was just kind of like, oh my goodness, why would they want to shield their skin from the sun? Why aren't they wanting to get suntanned like we Westerners almost go too far to achieve that kind of sun bronzy look? And I realized that they are super protective over their skin. They want super fair and no sun damaged skin, which I can personally relate to because when I came back from living in Korea, I got like the worst sunburn of my entire life. Like, I am not joking, it was so bad. And then ever since then, I really took it upon myself to really take care of my skin better and use sunscreen. So this one is called the Thank You Farmer Sun Project Light Sun Essence, and this is SPF 50. So this is like amazing. So I'm just gonna open this up. You do get 40 milliliters in here. So this is what the tube looks like. It's like a standard gray tube with the company name on it. The reason why I didn't do any makeup before now is because I really wanted to try how this worked under makeup, because I know that we are coming into, like, you know, the late fall and early winter seasons, and a lot of people tend to not wear sunscreen in the winter, but actually you can get some of the worst burns by the sun reflecting off of the white snow. So I want to take it upon myself to really be conscious about wearing SPF under my makeup even during the winter months. So I think this would be perfect. So I'm going to be trying this out under my makeup. So I'm just going to put a little bit onto my fingertips and apply this just like moisturizer. Ooh, and it smells so fresh. Like it has a little bit like of a sunscreen like smell to it, but it smells very fresh, almost like a sweet lemon, if that makes sense. So it is very refreshing to put on your skin. Okay, so I think that should do it. And I do want to mention, this is not sticky at all. This actually like absorbed into my skin just like regular moisturizer would. So I really like that. I don't like when something is super heavy and super sunscreeny, if you know what I mean. I find like it doesn't sink into my skin and then my makeup just kind of sits on top. So I do really like this. It went on super smooth. Like I said, it sunk into my skin. So I will definitely be using this one under my makeup all year round. So I'm just going in with some foundation because foundation obviously wasn't one of the things that were sent to me because they don't really know my skin tone. So I'm just going in with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. So I just want to mention too, while I am finishing up my foundation, that this summer was the first summer that I actually really used I guess sunscreen religiously, because this summer I was at the beach a lot more than other years. And actually this was the first year that I've actually gotten as tanned as I was. So really me applying sunscreen allowed me to get the tan that I wanted and even more. So I didn't realize that before. So that's kind of how important sunscreen is. So it still allows you to tan, but it doesn't allow you to burn, which kind of takes away the tan that you just worked on. That's what I came to realize this summer, is that you still can tan really well using sunscreen. For me, even better. Okay, so they didn't send me concealer, so I'm just gonna go in with some Covergirl trublend undercover concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain, so I'm just kind of using up what's left in here because it's pretty much gone, and I really loved this concealer. I'm just going to be setting my concealer with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. Okay, so I am back, and I did a lot of my other makeup. So I did my brows, I did some bronzer, I did some blush, I did my eyebrows, all of that stuff. So whatever other products that I've used on my face besides the stuff that was sent to me from Stylevana, I will put in the description box below. Okay, so now for one of my favorite products that has been sent to me. This one is called the Coringo Shabamshabam Eyeshadow Bar Palette, and this is in the shade number 1, Shining Night. So this is what the colors look like. They are absolutely stunning. So first, I think I am going to go into this shade over here, and I'm just going in with a big fluffy brush just to kind of stick this in my crease. That's actually another thing that I loved about going shopping in Korea, was all of the fun little pretty cutesy like makeup-y things that they had there. So I just loved the whole aesthetic to, I guess, like the Asian way that they present everything. Everything is just so pretty and so cutesy, and I don't know, it just made you happy when you know, were shopping for things, or if you walked into a boutique, everything was, I don't know, it was just a different world. Everything was like less serious, but it was like so fun and girly and just very playful. That's kind of the vibe that I got when I got this little palette, because it reminded me so much of shopping in Seoul and going to all of these little tiny places and just seeing what I could find for makeup there. And this was obviously before I had my YouTube channel, so this was like in 2016 is when we went. I kind of wish that I had my YouTube channel while living there, because it would be so much fun to vlog and to buy products and come back and try everything out, and I don't know, it just would have been a fun little thing for my channel. So I really like that first shade. That's the shade I used. It was the more like nudie brown color. So they do have shade names on the back, but as you can see, everything is in Korean, so I'm just gonna point to the shade as I go. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go into this more rosy shade right beside it. Same brush, and this is just going to deepen it up a little bit. So this is actually so pretty. I don't know why, but this is actually giving me like Huda Beauty vibes in her like nude palettes. I don't know why, because I don't really own one of those palettes, but I don't know what it is. That's like the first thing that came to my mind, was like her light, medium, and dark like nude palettes. Everything is super blendable. I love that. Like, it is not cheaply made at all. Everything is going on so well. So blendable and pigmented, so I really like this so far. So before I keep going, I am just going to go in with these two shades, which I just put on my lid, and I'm just going to add these to my bottom lids. So this is like a crucial step for me when I'm doing makeup, is I really like to add what I added onto my top lid onto my bottom lid as well. I almost never not put anything on my bottom lid, so it's never bare. I always need some sort of shadow to darken it up or smoke it out or something of that sort. I can never just leave it alone. So now I'm going to go into this darker shade here in the middle, and I'm just going to go in with a different brush. This is actually the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH31 brush. I really do like this for blending. The only issue I have of this brush is when you go to clean it, it doesn't keep its shape. It kind of like sprays everywhere, like the little fibers of the brush. So I'm not a fan of that, but I am a fan of this brush. And I'm just adding this just to the outer corner, just to kind of really smoke it out. And I'm just gonna bring it in on a little bit of an angle as well. I love this deeper color. I think it is so pretty. Like, this just kind of screams fall to me, and like sultry and kind of like romantic. I love these brown, like warm shade tones. And I think that this brown in here is just so unique. It's like a reddy brown. I really, really love it. Also, before I forget, I am going to say it at the end of this video, but they have generously gave me a coupon code. So if any of you guys want to go on Stylevana and check out their products that they have, you can save 10 to 15% off. That is going to be the code INF10COURT. So I will just put the code here on the screen, and also it's going to be in the description box below. So if you guys want to save some money, you can go ahead and use my code. I just want to let you guys know and be super transparent that whatever you do use my code for, I do make a small commission from it. So if you are comfortable with that, you can go ahead and use my code, and if you are not comfortable or if you have any kind of issues with that, feel free to not use my code also. I just wanted to be super transparent with you guys that you can save a little bit of cash if you do plan on checking these guys out. So I'm going to go in with that smaller brush, and I am going to bring this down on my lower lid as well. So if it looks a little bit messy, don't worry, everything will come together in the end. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have gotten zero fallout from this shadow. Like, there is none whatsoever, which is a huge deal, because normally at the end when I'm doing it, I will have to go in with like another brush and just kind of like scoop it away. But not one little fleck has fallen anywhere on my face. So I just thought I would stop and recognize that for a minute. Okay, so here's where it gets a little tough for me. I cannot choose between the three metallic shiny shades. So we have this deeper gold here, we have like a light champagne shade up there, and we have this kind of like a deep burgundy red color. I don't know, like they're all so pretty that I don't even know what I would want to try. By looking at this, I kind of really like that coppery gold shade in the corner, so I think I'm gonna go in with that one. So let's just see how this looks. So it does look pretty glittery, like I do see some silver like glitter specks in there. So I am gonna, okay, so that is definitely glittery. Oh my goodness, but it's so pretty. And you do have to kind of like press harder in the pan to get it up, which is not really a problem because it is buildable. Ooh, okay, that is so nice. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. It's not like a super harsh kind of like opaque glitter. It's like very whimsy and, I don't know, light but buildable, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger and do it on the other eye. Okay, so this is what the glitter looks like. I think it is so pretty. I don't know if you guys can like see the full effect in camera just because the lights are so like bright, but it is literally like the prettiest, like subtle but not subtle glitter. Okay, I'm super impressed with that. Love that shade. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to test out that champagne-y shade. I'm going to go in with like a small brush, and I'm just going to see how this goes on the inner corner. If you know me, you know I love a light shade for the inner corner and under my brow bone. Ooh, okay, so that one is so pretty right on the inner corner. It just kind of ties everything together. So pretty under the brow bone as well. So far, my opinion is that is actually stunning. I love this eye look so much already. Okay, so that's it for this palette, and I have to say I am in love. I am definitely going to be using this on an everyday basis, except of course when I go to work, because I do work for MAC Cosmetics. I will be using this every other day. I am in love with this palette. If you are going to buy something from them that's like a makeup product, I highly recommend this palette. I just love it so much, but I'm definitely going to go check out to see if they have other shade ranges in this kind of little palette here, because I am in love with this palette. Okay, so the next thing that they sent me is a liner. So I'm gonna try to get this right. I think it's called APU, Born to Be Mad Proof Thin Pencil Liner in the shade Deep Black. And this one says achieved perfected long wearing lines with undetectable precision. So super excited about that. So this is what it looks like. It says Born to Be, and it just kind of twists up like that, and it is a black liner. So for those of you who watch my videos, you know that my favorite way to apply liner is actually an angle brush and shadow. So this is going to be a new little venture for me, and I'm going to be trying this black twist up liner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this thinly on my upper lid. Okay, so it's going on super like creamy, but not too creamy where everything like smudges. Like a nice little line like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. Okay, so we got nice thin lines. So I am gonna go and put some on my bottom lash as well, but I'm not gonna make it too harsh. Just a little bit of like darkness just to kind of tie in the look. I think that's good just to add a little bit of something on the bottom. But now that I think about it, I think I kind of want to go in with this dark shade on my bottom lash. That way I can say I literally used everything in the palette. So I'm just going to take a little brush and I'm just going to dip into this and just place this on my lower lid. Ooh, and it kind of just added like a nice red color, which is so beautiful. So this liner was super easy to use for the fact that I think because it is so thin. It has such a thin top on it that it was really easy just to kind of go in and align my eyes how I want it to. It was very creamy and very pigmented, but not to the point where it was too creamy, where everything just kind of melted on my lids and kind of smudged around. It is definitely keeping like a shape to where I wanted it, so I do really like this. If you are looking for a basic black liner but is super easy to use, gives you a nice thin precise line, then I would definitely recommend this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna go apply some Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift mascara. Obviously this wasn't sent to me because it is not Korean. I didn't receive any mascara, so I'm just going to go in with this one. Now I'm going to go in with the very last product that they have sent me, and it is actually a lip tint, and this is by the brand Labiotte, I think that's how it's pronounced. So it is the Chateau Wine Lip Tint. This is in the shade Red. This is the outer packaging here, and on the back it does say in English, the long-wearing tint dyes the lips with a bold yet delicate color that resembles quality wine while moisturizing the lips. And of course, made in Korea. This is definitely the cutest little thing that I've ever seen. I don't know if any of you know this about me, probably not because I don't think I told anyone, but I have this weird obsession for like minis. Like I kind of just want like a dollhouse to buy like little mini stuff for. Like when they do those little mini kitchen like cooking shows like on Taste Made, like on Facebook, I am like hooked. Like they hooked me in. I watch every second of it. I love the little utensils, the little things in the fridge, like I'm just obsessed. But this is so cute. This is right up my alley. Like, this is adorable. Okay, so I'm a little nervous to use a lip tint because I usually don't gravitate towards lip tints at all. I do like a liquid lip or like a bullet lip or lip gloss. So this is going to be interesting. And one thing that you kind of want to make sure is that you have nothing on your lips already, because this will not stick to your lips. It's just going to kind of sit on top of like a gloss or anything that you have on. So you want to make sure your lips are super dry. So I'm just going to go in and apply this. Oh, okay. So it's like a nice berry shade. I'm just going to dip back in for a little bit more. And it actually smells kind of like wine. I don't know. Like I get that slight little smell from it that it kind of almost like has like a little bit of a tiniest of wine scent to it. So that's kind of cool. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And I have to say that I actually am kind of liking a lip tint. I can feel that it already has dried down completely, like almost completely on my lips, so I don't have to worry about it like smudging off or like flaking off or wearing off. It almost feels like I have nothing on my lips, which is like super weird because the color is so vibrant. And the good thing about this is that you can control like how deep you want the color. So when I first applied it, it just kind of gave like a nice little bit of like a rosy tint to my lips, but I literally added like 4 different layers to kind of get it to this vibrant berry shade, which I think I am absolutely loving. Yeah, so I have to say I actually really do like this lip tint. Like I said before, I don't really use lip tints. I haven't really tried them that much, but I actually am a fan of this one, especially if you have an event that you want to go to that you don't want to have to keep applying your lip product. this would be absolutely perfect. But yeah, I give this one a thumbs up as well. I think the packaging is adorable, super cute. I would check this out if you are in the market for a lip tint. Okay, so to finish this whole look off, I am going to put some highlighter on. This is by MAC, and this is the Soft and Gentle highlighter. So just going to give me a nice healthy little glow. Okay, so this is the finished look. I was gonna add lashes, but after this we are going out for Thanksgiving supper. It is Sunday and it is Thanksgiving in Canada, so that's what we're doing today. So I didn't want to go too fancy and have to rip them off and all that kind of stuff, so I just left it as is. But I think that this look is actually pretty beautiful. I love all the products that I've used today. I'm definitely going to be getting some use out of this SPF 50 sunscreen. It went on so good. I actually wouldn't even know that it was sunscreen unless like I read the bottle, because it literally felt like moisturizer, and my makeup went on flawless on top of it, so it didn't do anything weird to my makeup on top of the sunscreen. So I would highly recommend this sunscreen if you're looking for a good quality sunscreen for definitely under your makeup. So I did like this liner, even though it's not the method that I use to apply my liner. I did like it. It did work for me, but this is definitely an easy product to use. There's nothing wrong with it. If you are looking for something like this kind of thing, I would definitely check this Born to Be one out. So for the lip tint, this also worked for me very well. I didn't expect it to be this like bold in color. I thought it was going to be much sheer, but you can definitely build it on with this guy, and the packaging is to die for. It is like the cutest little thing. Like imagine this just sitting on a shelf, this little tiny bottle of wine. I think it's adorable and so cute. So if you're looking for lip tint and you want something easy and buildable to apply, this is going to be the one for you. Okay, so now the star of the show. I have to give almost 100% of my attention to this eyeshadow palette. Like I actually am in love with this eyeshadow palette. Like I know you keep hearing me rave about it, but this is like such a good first impression for me. I love everything about this. The shades are right up my alley. I absolutely love them. It's like a neutral, but you can also add some sparkle and spunk, and you can deepen it up with that dark shade. I mean, it has like an inner corner shade, it has blendable shades, it has pretty much everything packed into this tiny little 6-pan palette, which is so cute. Like I kind of love how tiny this is as opposed to a large palette. So I will be searching for other shades of this little Shabamshabam palette. So as you can tell, absolutely love this palette. Okay, so that pretty much wraps everything up. I just want to say thank you so much to Stylevana for sending me these 4 products to try out here on my channel and show you guys if they worked, if they didn't work. But in my case, everything worked out perfectly for me. I am in love with this look. Like I said, I love everything. If you want to go check out Stylevana, you can opt in to use my coupon code. I will put it here on the screen again, but it is INF10 Court, and that will save you 10 to 15% off site-wide. So this is a great advantage to kind of go and see what you like, see if you're into K-beauty or Japanese beauty or anything like that. This is a great opportunity for you to save some cash. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you enjoyed what you've seen and you want to see more videos by me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will be seeing you guys in my next one. Bye!